pretty baby. Someday you're gonna be crying. Yeah, you've been laughing, pretty baby. Someday you're gonna be crying. Further on up the road, you'll find out I wasn't lying. Further on up the road, someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road, someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road, darling, just you wait and see.
Done and the weekend's here. I'm up at dawn, gotta make it clear. The hunt is on, I'm feeling that fire. Got FOMO bad and I'm down to the wire. Rolling out the morning light, chasing that beast that's out of sight. Got my spot all picked out right, gonna score that bottle tonight. Oh, but the whiskey tuber's got that first, left me standing feeling cursed. No JD, no wild turkey's best. No Russell's 15 left on the shelf. Guess I'll see if I like the rest. Charlie, Jeff, and a special guest, sipping up all the liquid joy. Cast 529, got the last sweet sip. Guess I need to learn to double click and hit subscribe quick. I walk in the store, see a big guy there. I asked, did you score? What'd you snare? He shakes his head, says, man, not a chance. Those whiskey tubers beat me to the dance. The guy at the counter starts to explain. A van rolled up like a whiskey train. Troy took all the wild turkey pride. Gandy Road grabbed JD for the ride. And Iceman Dave with a cheeky grin left with Russell's 15 again. Oh, the whiskey tubers got their first, left me standing feeling cursed. No JD, no wild turkey's best. No Russell's 15 on the shelf. Guess I'll see if I like the rest. Charlie, Jeff, and a special guest, sipping up all the liquid joy. Cast 529, got the last sweet sip. Guess I need to learn to double click and hit subscribe quick. Well, I laughed and gave a wink. Said, guess I'll need another drink. If you can't beat 'em, join 'em too. Sub to Bourbon and Ballz and find something new. So I'll raise my glass to the whiskey crew. Those tubers know just what to do.
All right, guys. As usual,
Hey.
we have done no mic check, no video check. Just praying to God we're on, and I appreciate everybody being on. Let us know if you can't hear us or see us, but I think we're okay. I think we've done this enough times. We're starting to get the hang of it.
I hope so.
I just now unpacked from Bourbon on the Banks.
Yeah.
And here it is Thursday. Well, unpacked our video gear.
Right.
So, anyways, that being said, welcome, guys. We had a slight programming change, but quite frankly, I'm excited now. Not that I wasn't before, but I'm actually really excited now. We have Chris Blankenship from OnlyDrams, and you guys, everybody knows that app. We talk about it all the time. So we're going to have him on here in about 15, 20 minutes after we get through the intros and everything. And I can't wait to talk to him. I met him for a minute at the, or we met him for a minute there at the Bourbon on the Banks.
Yep.
And it's going to be nice to chat with him, maybe without the noise, and kind of let's get down to the bolts and nuts and talk about obviously their app for those who do not know it.
Right.
And then also everything else that he has experienced with bourbon, all that kind of stuff. So that'll be fun. Congrats, Gandy Road. Thank you for participating in our pregame as usual.
I'll say it. # rigged. Anybody do it already?
For those who don't know already, if you guys get in our chat prior to us coming on, there's always that different hashtag and whatnot. You guys get some special prizes just for getting in here on time, because as you well know, once we turn on the lights, we're ready to roll. So, all right, let's get through the hellos and a couple of announcements. And I really want to talk to Chris, so I'm going to zoom through this. Little old fashioned, dude. I say I'm going to get through all this, and we hit little old fashioned first. Chad, we met him and his lovely wife over the weekend on Friday, when Friday night, Old Carter, and then also at Bourbon on the Banks. His wife was a trip. It's his birthday weekend too.
Yep.
So happy birthday to you.
We met him at Old Carter. I didn't see his wife until Saturday.
Right. That's what it said.
Okay. All right.
So yeah. So cheers to you, buddy. Thanks for coming on. Give him some love there, guys. He's got his own YouTube channel. By all means, Chad, go ahead and put that in if you want to. Go ahead and drop it in our chat, and people can go check out your channel. Solid guy. Speaking of guy, Rye Guy, cheers to you, buddy. David Tanko, cheers to you. Tammy Adams, cheers to you. Elijah Craig, yes, happy Thursday to everybody. Cheers to you. Let's see here. Jenny B, cheers to you. Thanks for coming on. Zach McCormick, thanks. Cheers for coming on as well. Zach. Matt B, cheers. Thanks for coming on. Let's see here. David B, thanks for coming on. David Tanko, thanks for coming on. Patrick Littledew, thanks as always for coming on. Appreciate everybody who has tuned in this evening. We got a very special guest, as you well know. Gandy Road, the winner of the pregame. Cheers. Thanks for coming on. Mr. Vogelsang, the one and only. Cheers for coming on. Paul Bro.
Hey, bro.
Yes. Cheers for coming on. Thanks as always. Whiskey Bill, cheers. I got your email. I just found it actually. We're gonna get you squared away with what he requested a bottle for us to mule it. We're gonna get him squared away.
Okay.
Let's see here. Tyler Patterson, cheers, buddy. Thanks for coming on. Mr. Rick Miller, our Chicago friend and our Kentucky Bourbon Festival friend. Cheers for coming on. Crappy Cat, cheers to you, buddy. Thanks for coming on. Let's see here. We got a lot of people saying cheers to each other, which is freaking awesome. Keith Glandon, cheers to you. And hey, Keith, thanks for, by the way, I give him a shout out for hooking up with Chris tonight for our interview tonight. Can't wait to hear more about it.
Yeah,
that's why I'm kind of zooming through all this stuff so we can get to the guest for tonight. Gandy Road, no, I already said that. Husky Dog, sorry. Cheers, thanks for coming on. Let's see here. Anthony Scott, Tony Scott, however you want to say it. Tony. Cheers, buddy. Thanks, friend, for coming on. Let's see here. Chad, I didn't know if you're going to be here. We couldn't figure out whether or not you're going to just pop out of the blue and show up in studio, or you're just going to stay at home and watch tonight. So it looks like obviously you're not coming because now you're in chat, unless you're out my front door. All right. Continuing on, Hazmat. Hey, it's been a minute. Cheers to you, buddy. Thanks for showing up. We appreciate you as always. Thanks for coming. Let's see here. Harold, the McAdories. Man, what a great time spending so much time with them this weekend.
Yep.
Man, I mean, they were great before that, but man, it was a great weekend. We'll talk more about that, but yes, cheers to I'd imagine Ashley's around here somewhere. What'd you do already?
Oh, what that was?
Oh, there's Ashley. Alan Adams, cheers to you. Miss Sandy Jones, special thanks to Sandy. Oh, she worked well. You know what? So did the McAdories.
Yeah.
And so did Ben.
Yep.
They all worked their asses off this weekend. Sandy, I was sitting there taking a rest on one of the couches at the Big Bourbon Club, and Sandy, nah.
Mm-mm.
You know what she was doing?
She was hitting up everybody.
She was hitting everybody walking by, man.
Right.
She is, and she made those signs for us.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very special thanks to Sandy. I appreciate you, and obviously the super chat. Appreciate with that. And we're gonna go over the super chats here in a minute. But yeah, thank you for super chatting as well. So all right, moving on here. West Virginia Bourbon Guy. Cheers to you. Which, by the way, West Virginia Bourbon Guy is now our current poker champ.
That's right.
He won Monday Night Poker.
Now, what happened to Rick? He was like $2,000 when I got
You know what?
him.
I know, and he was dominating, but sometimes you don't get the cards at the end. And Rick, for the very first time, it came on Poker Monday.
Yeah,
he did very well. He showed very well. But ultimately, Mike grinded it out, and he won Poker Monday.
wow.
And which, by the way, if you guys don't know, we do Poker Monday every 2 weeks, every other Monday through a paid Patreon. We just come on like Google Meets and we do Poker Monday. It's a lot of fun. You win samples if you're the winner. We just use a poker app. It's kind of fun, just kind of a way to hang out on a Monday evening. So cheers to you, Mike, for winning. Congratulations on that one. All right, so moving on. We also have, let's see here. If I missed anybody, my sincere apologies. I don't mean to. Lip Service Crew, cheers to you. Thanks for coming on. Let's see here. Matt B. I already said Matt B, I think. Now I'm getting through some other ones. Chat is very busy here tonight. I think we got, yes, thank you, Jenny B. Thank you for telling me that we're on. I appreciate it. I think hopefully I would have gotten text messages, I think, by now. I'm trying to see the screen too. Stan Sabic, cheers. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
And Tyler Patterson.
Yes, we said that.
Okay, sorry.
Donald Smith.
Donald.
There we go. It's like word search. Thanks for coming on.
Gerald Romine.
Yes, Gerald, a new one. You know what? Hopefully you enjoy the show and you come back.
Yeah.
And if you don't, we still hope you come back.
Everybody give him a big old Bourbon and Ballz welcome.
Yeah. Cheers, Vinny. Remember?
Yes.
Thanks for trying to remember that now.
Yep.
Cheers, sweet Lisa. Thanks for coming on. As always. Let's see here. Yeah, Jared, hopefully you like what you see here. Take a look around. And the chat is always very active. Say hello to everybody. They're very friendly. They won't bite. Hackamack. Yes, one more day to Friday. Yes. Cheers to you, buddy.
Hackamack. That's new too.
No. Hackamack. I watch him.
Okay.
Yeah. He does a lot of things with 21090 as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Good people.
All right.
Met him in Baltimore.
Okay. It's just first time I've seen him on show.
All right.
Why'd you hand me your drink back?
I didn't know I did. What's my pour anyways? All right, Tom Mara, cheers, buddy. Another Big Bourbon Club. Welcome to you, man. What a hard worker. Special thanks to Tom, by the way. Everybody knows Tom in these chats, right?
Yes.
We all know Tom. I do want special thanks. He put together a nice Whiskey Thief event for us on Friday. I know it wasn't easy, but man, he did it looked like it was effortless, but I know it took a lot of work. So thanks for getting that together.
Yeah, and Hannah was a great
yes,
great host as well.
Yes. So all right, Phil, Mulkey, Philip Mulkey, sorry. Cheers. Thanks for coming on. Hope you enjoy the show tonight. Mr. Richard J, thanks for coming on. And I'd imagine the wife is around here somewhere. So we'll go ahead and say cheers to her. Cheers to her.
That's
already.
Mr. Richie J. Sorry.
So, all right. I think we are.
Scroll down. There was one more up there. I thought it was. Okay.
Okay. I think we might have missed somebody, and I apologize. Just jumping around. There's Mrs. Lori J.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got everybody. If not, it's not intentional. I promise. And we do appreciate you guys coming on this evening as we have a very special guest. He's probably like, when am I coming on? The OnlyDrams app. There you go.
Yeah.
There he is himself. He's ready to get in here. Tracy Silly Yorkie, yes. Hear about driving, drive safe, please. And cheers to you, CA Scotty. Yes. No problems. Cheers to you and safe travels. And I think we are ready to roll. You got any small announcements, please?
No. We'll go over all the announcements afterwards. I don't want to keep Chris any longer than we already have. But yeah, we got a few things working on. We'll talk later.
Oh my God, that means you're not going to talk right now.
I am still recovering from Bourbon on the Banks.
All right.
Just because of all the stuff that we did Friday and Saturday,
Okay.
And then recovering on Saturday, picking my son up from London, the airport from London, and then working on the house for those weeks. I'm brain dead right now. I've actually had, believe it or not, I've not written anything down in my book here since Sunday.
Okay.
All
right. Very good. All right, let's roll. Without further ado, let's get Chris on here and let's everybody give him a Bourbon and Ballz welcome to Bourbon and Ballz.
Hey, Chris.
Hold on here.
Hi, guys.
Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Can you guys hear me okay?
We can hear you loud and clear. Have you recovered from Bourbon on the Banks?
It took a hot second, but yeah.
It was great.
I was gonna say I'm torn because there's so much to do and so many people to talk to and so many connections, but there's not enough time. And so I'm like, part of me wants it to be longer, but then I'm 43 now, and so my body's like, shut up, you idiot. And so yeah, it's well, I was torn because, like I said, there was so many people I wanted to talk to and make connections with and different things to try. And but no, it was a great time.
Awesome. So guys in the chat, do you guys have questions, as you always do? Two ways of doing this tonight is a little bit different, I believe. One is if you guys want to go through chat and ask and put Q in front of it so I can catch it. Secondly, I believe I heard this right from Keith Glandon. If I'm wrong, let me know that, Charlie, you're an idiot. You're wrong. We usually do a Google Meets after this, Chris. You're more than welcome to come on, and it gets a little bit more personable with the viewers.
Absolutely.
And that's something that we definitely invite you to. So if you want to do that, that'd be freaking awesome.
And then
absolutely,
what we'll also do after tonight, you'll get an email from me or from us with a link to our Discord. We'll create a channel for you.
Nice.
We create channels for all of our guests on there. We just started this a few months ago. That way, if we forget a question or somebody else has a question, they can link right up to you on there, and you can answer it, help them out, or announce anything you want to on there.
Yeah, something new going on with OnlyDrams, just drop it in there, and people kind of see whatever updates that are going.
Absolutely.
So real quick, I know we got some questions in there, but I got a question on my own. Is what got you here, and how did you get here? And explain to everybody at home OnlyDrams.
Well, my journey into the whiskey world has kind of been interesting. My 9 to 5, or as I often have to correct, is 7:30 to 3:30. I'm a high school teacher, high school librarian, and so that's what I do during the day. And I started watching Whiskey Tube probably about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I figured in my mid 30s or so, I'm getting close to the age where I need to either get really into whiskey, get really into barbecue, or get really into World War II. And I figured being from Kentucky, I whiskey and bourbon should be the go-to. So I tried some things, and originally Buffalo Trace was way too spicy and too hot, and I just kind of pushed myself and kept trying different things, and eventually came to this point. And so kind of got connected into some whiskey tubers, uh, watched some different ones, and got connected into SLB, SLB Basement Bourbon Bar and SLB Drinks. Great guys, great family, just truly honest people who want the best for a community. And I really got connected in there. And hold on a second, I got cough.
That's fine.
There we go. So got connected, and let's just say I inserted myself into their lives. And to the point where I ended up doing some picks with them, and got to know each of them kind of in separate settings and on picks and on gatherings, and just really kind of connected in. I did some Glens Creek stuff with them. I'm big fans of Glens Creek in Frankfurt.
Yep, so are we.
Dave, in fact, I've got one to drink here in a little bit. And so, but just kind of got connected in, and try to help out as best I can with connecting the brown water and people. So, but yeah, so Trenton finally kind of talked to me, and he goes, "Hey, you're kind of the most extroverted person I've ever met in my entire life. Can you want to come on to OnlyDrams, and you can get you going with distilleries?" And so I kind of started back in the late spring with the verified distillery program. So we've been working, I've been working a lot since then. We started with 5, and literally about 10 minutes before I joined on, I just added in my 86th distillery. So trying to connect them into OnlyDrams. And so basically what we're doing is getting someone from the distillery actually set up as a user, as a distillery manager. So not just a collection manager for their personal collection, but they're actually managing the information and details in OnlyDrams for their product SKUs, which is great. So anytime you see a distillery that has the little badge, the little checkmark badge, that means they're verified. That means that someone actually from the distillery has gone in and verified the distillery's information, their connections. And then any bottle under that distillery that has the little seal as well, they've actually reviewed that information to make sure the MSRP is correct, proof, age. We actually just added mash bill options, so they could go through and do custom mash bills if they want to disclose that, of course. Yeah. We could do SKUs. We could do sorry, I saw Tom Morrow talking about Glens Creek honey barrels, and they were really good. And so, yeah, we've been really working hard to try to really get ownership of this, getting distilleries connected in, because, you know, I have some statistics which are super fun. We actually have, let's see, for all of the bottles we have 54,384 different products in our system.
Wow.
Lord.
I checked right before we went live. And so that was the number with, I think about, I have to look back and see, there was even more added today. Now what's crazy about that is those are individual separate items, not actual bottles in people's collection, because obviously there are multiples. We actually manage over 7,100,000 bottles in people's collections.
Oh my God.
With a total value of over $750 million.
Isn't that like just wrap that around your head for a minute, right? So,
well, there's a little feature in there that when you open up the app that says your value.
Yes, we all know that. We don't like seeing that.
Listen, trust me, I've been pushing to have an option in the settings called hide from spouse. So that little button right there would just 1,000% take care of that and make me feel better about all of my whiskey purchases.
Yes, or maybe put a divided by whatever and make the amount go lower so if your spouse does see it.
That's right.
That's not bad.
That's right. When you get into at least the 3 digits, you you get like a some sort of algorithm that makes it look way better if someone's looking over your shoulder.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Because they're like, oh,
Absolutely.
what's that? Yeah, because my wife's like, oh, what's that cute little app on your thing? And I was like, oh my God, here we go. And then
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
know, so yeah, I'm like, don't worry about that number. That's a number that they have. It's something that has nothing to do with me.
It's technical. You wouldn't get it. It's okay.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
but no. So like I said, I've been working with them since as far as with distilleries since probably late spring, early summer. Just kind of would reach out on social media. A lot of distilleries, especially small ones, small craft distilleries, are really excited to get connected in. Even the kind of mid-sized distilleries are super excited to get connected in and kind of take ownership of what's out there, because they always get excited when I tell them that, like, let's just say someone has a Hamilton Dark, which is what I have here beside me, and it's
Okay.
glorious. And they drink it and they're finished, and then all of a sudden they're like, I wonder what else is at Glens Creek. Well, you can go explore that distillery, and you can go through and look and see all of the offerings that are there. And that since it's verified, that Dave actually goes in and he's checked to make sure that what is in there is actually accurate. So I've talked to a distillery before. They're like, yeah, we don't offer these things anymore. We had a couple options, and I was like, no, we want to keep all that, because it's almost like a ledger of everything you've made. And so really really excited for it. So
so how often do you guys, like, I gotta imagine it comes in droves, because Dave Vogelstein is asking as well, is ask Chris from OnlyDrams why Stack 25A is not in the database. Now, mind you, we all know that just came out, so if you want to answer
that. Dave, in preparation for that exact question being asked, it is now in the database now. We also made sure that it was definitely in there, because for some odd reason we kind of anticipated that being a question this evening. There's another one too that actually popped up yesterday on I think it was somebody's Facebook feed, of why that Malort was listed as a unicorn.
Oh my God.
Listen,
that bourbon barrier, maybe.
What are you doing?
Come on, it's never going to change.
I know. That's funny though.
Exactly. So, but yeah, it's one of those things where I've just gotten connected in, and through that I've kind of gone through and made the connections in the whiskey world. I reached out to Tom Morrow, and as you said earlier, everybody knows Tom because Tom also interjected himself into everybody's life in the whiskey world. And he's kind of he's been a really good friend in the whiskey community. So at the Whiskey Thief gathering we did on last Friday, phenomenal. And I know that was just him, and his heart just poured out watching people he's friends with just have a good time and get connected over whiskey. So
go back a little bit. I know we're kind of bouncing everywhere, and that's kind of what we do.
Absolutely.
Right? Sandy Jones mentions, and you mentioned it too, and I wanted to make sure I heard this right. I don't know what Dark Hamilton is from Glens Creek. I mean, I know Glens Creek.
Yeah,
and my favorite.
Okay, so I was gonna say, so what all have you had from Dave? Because listen, Dave, wow, that's a whole nother episode. And listen, he's unique. He's unique, and he makes some crazy good stuff. So what all have you had from Glens Creek? Let me ask that question first.
We've had the Sweet, and the Cafe Au Lait is hanging around here somewhere, and the OCD 5.
Okay, so OCD 5 is his original mash bill that he created when he was teaching himself to distill. The Cafe Au Lait turned from that. He was seeking a different profile to kind of appeal to a slightly different audience. So he switched it to a roasted malted barley instead of just a malted barley. And that pulled in more of that. He was hoping to hit chocolate, and it kind of pulled in that the coffee flavor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's what caused Cafe Au Lait. Now, Hamilton Dark, what he does is after the first fermentation, they go through and they'll add cane sugar to do a second fermentation before distillation. So it's kind of like, I like to describe it as if whiskey was, if this bottle was standing in the bourbon aisle looking at the rum aisle. It's not, excuse me, it's not like, it doesn't have the rum funk, but it has this like really kind of dark sweetness to it. It's a distilled grain or distilled specialty spirit, but it is absolutely one of my favorite things he makes. So
I know you're probably a little bit farther in chat than we are. But
I had one quick question to go back. You had mentioned a verified distillery program. What was that? Is that something that you guys do specifically, or is that what is that?
That is solely us. So basically, what it is with the and again, I'll get my numbers back up with the 54,381 different bottles, that different products, actual different products that we have in OnlyDrams. Like I said, that's actually already gone up since we probably started this because people are adding things constantly. And we also have 120,000 plus users. So, those 120,000 people like their spirits enough to have an app to search prices out, to search MSRP, to keep track of everything. And so they're constantly adding new stuff. So we went through and looked at how could we get distilleries connected into OnlyDrams, because really the information is theirs, right? They made the stuff. They know their product better than we ever could. And so we kind of started this process. We created a new user type and went through and added this distillery manager. And so, like I said, we had about 5 of them to start with when I jumped on. And then right now, like I said, literally before we started, Lost Lantern actually just hopped in and became a verified distillery. And so they went through and I was talking with their manager, and they're going to go through and start verifying their bottles, verifying that all of the stats, the information, age proof, their custom mash bills, any of that kind of stuff that they want to put out there and share, all those things are accurate.
Okay.
So,
right. So that's actually you're verifying the distilleries. The distilleries are actually verifying their information that's on there on
OnlyDrams. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So like I said, we figured with 54,000 plus items as far as unique products, there's no way that we could do that. And so it's impossible with as many bottles that have been released prior to now, and the countless other SKUs and products that are going to be released. There's no way that like any one entity could keep up with that. So like I said, we have users that add products, but we also wanted to go through and have distilleries connect in and really kind of, like I said, kind of take ownership of what's already theirs. Yeah. And so we're working on ways so that when a user adds a bottle, then that distillery can get notified that one of their new products was added in. They could verify it. So yeah, we're just trying to really find the best way to make sure that the spirits that we go through, that we have in our app, really, really, really are as accurate as possible. Because when you start to sip whiskey, you become a bit of a whiskey nerd, and you kind of enjoy nerding out on what's the mash bill, what's this age, what's the proof, why is this drinking so higher than its proof, and you can kind of keep track of those things. We're working on some other features that'll be released soon. They're kind of on the in the planning phases right now, but we've actually got some really fun stuff planned and some current new things that are exciting, and love to talk about that stuff too. So yeah.
I know Chris is just kind of you saw this earlier, kind of smirked about it as far as the Glens Creek honey barrels. I know this is not a Glens Creek episode. I know we're on this topic a lot, but you know what? Glens Creek is great. So you want to touch up on that? How good is that?
Absolutely. Well, yeah. So Dave, again, Dave makes some really good stuff, guys. And so, and the cool thing about it too is that he trusts other people's palates with his stuff and asks their opinions, which, not a lot of people kind of do that. And so I can really kind of give him props for that, because that's kind of not necessarily the norm. Right. Yeah. And so, but he sent me a text that said, be prepared. And so when I stopped by, I stopped with Tom and his wife, and he, before we even got to try anything, because I usually ask Dave, I usually text him, be like, hey, what do you want me to bring? You want me to try anything? And he'll send me a list of stuff, and I try my best. And so, but he's like, before we even try anything else, like you got to try these 5 samples of OCD honey. And so John pulled five or six different samples out, and they were really amazing. So yeah, so that's one of the special releases that he plans. You know, he's got the hand filtered options, he's got the premiums, he's got a honey, and so there's lots of different things. So, but yeah, he and that's what this one is. And I can't remember who said it's so dark.
Yeah.
It's actually, this is a hand filtered one. So have you guys gotten any of that? Have you guys gotten any of that stuff?
No, a hand filter. That's interesting.
Okay, so again, this isn't a Glens Creek episode, but I can't help but talk about Dave because he's so much fun. So when he taught himself to distill, he bought the Old Crow Distillery. He bought it, and it literally looks like a murder shack. And so you go there, and when he bought it, it was even worse. And so it was like, how do I run this distillery? Well, okay, I've got the stuff in barrels. How do I get this out of there? And he's like, well, let's problem solve through it. So he bought a compressor and pressurizes the barrel and runs a pipe in, and then runs another pipe out, and that's how he gets the liquid out of the barrel to put into his bottling machine. Well, he had the pipe too low. It was sucking up all of the char in the bottom, so he had to cut it. So it was left about, at the end afterwards, it was probably about 10 to 15 bottles worth of liquid. He's like, well, that's a lot of waste. What can I do with that? Well, he's like, well, I'll do what I did in the past. I'll just hand filter it. So he rolls it on its side and runs it through a big old coffee filter. And so every single barrel that they do is a single barrel, obviously. And so every release you have from them is a single barrel. But there's usually about 10 or 15 bottles that hang out that they kind of stockpile up that are this hand filtered option. Wow. And it is, Marcus, the bourbon judge, described it kind of best. He said it's probably about 25 to 40% more intense.
Really?
Yeah, it's not higher proof. Like I was there, and they pulled. I took Kaylee from Barrel House down there. We were hanging out, and took her over, and they actually went back and they pulled the same suite that you have. They pulled the hand filtered and the regular, and same barrel, same proof, same everything, and just stilled about 25 to 40% more intense flavors.
Really?
So
that's amazing.
Oh yeah, it hits hard. It's really tasty. So yeah, anytime that you go, if you know what I'm saying, you just kind of maybe ask, and if they have it, they have it. If they don't, they don't, and they'll tell you very, very politely, as long as you don't ask them to ship it or you ask for OCD premium. So
for those that are on our viewers here that don't know much about your app, talk a little bit about it. As far as, is there a subscription for it? Is it a free app? How does it all work? How do they get it? That kind of thing.
Yeah. So we are available on iOS and Android. It is free. That is our plan forever, is to make that part completely free. That's yep. No ads, no cost whatsoever. We do offer premium features. We have a monthly bottle giveaway, and so as an elite tier member, you get one ticket for that with your membership. But then you also can donate to OnlyDrams, and for every $1 you donate, you also get an additional ticket entry as well. And all of that giveaway is run within our system, and it notifies automatically. So we are completely hands off with that. So there's no weird business as far as like the giveaways. It's handled all in software, and so it sends out notifications of who wins. They're announced, and there you go. But yeah, it's free. Like I said, we do have some other features that include. Sorry, I got to pull this back up because I don't want to forget stuff. Because I won't more than likely forget something, unfortunately. So we have enhanced secondary pricing for that elite tier member. So if you go through, you can look at the secondary pricing for George T. Stagg 24 versus 23, and those are different secondary pricings. So and what we do is we pull that from multiple different sources and kind of do an average. Mm-hmm. We kind of look at a low end, high end. So if you're using the app and go, man, who would pay that much for this? Well, somebody did. Yeah. And that doesn't mean you have to, and that doesn't mean you have to agree with them, but they did it.
Yeah,
And
that's
so,
I was wondering about how you came up with that pricing because it is different everywhere. I mean, here in
yep.
Ohio, it could be different than Kentucky, or
Well, and so what's funny about that is I also took over customer service recently for OnlyDrams, so that's also me. So if you send an email or have a question, I will probably be the one answering that. But yeah, I get a lot of questions about why is this rarity? And again, with 54,000 different bottles, it is impossible for us to like have the exact rarity because what's rare in one place isn't rare in another. You
Right.
know, you
Sure.
go to Georgia and Eagle Rare is floor whiskey, and you go to Michigan and they haven't seen it in a decade. And
Mhm.
so, um, you know, you have bottles that sit on shelves, you have bottles that go like crazy, and so there's no real good way to track that. We're working on some things to try to figure it out, but man, that's a tough nut to crack. So every time you send a question about that, I'm gonna have to explain that every single time for customer service. Of it's a hard one, guys.
Just copy and paste.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way for you to do it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so then we go, we also have, let's see here, giveaway. Like, so we did the giveaway, other enhanced features. We have pick my pour. So within your collection, you can randomize what pour you want to drink. If you, let's just pretend to have too much whiskey, which is not a real thing.
No,
Sure.
But if
I don't
you,
have well, not,
yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah. So yeah, I don't know how any of that works, but let's just pretend that someone does exist out there with too much whiskey. It'll pick a pour for the evening. You could also do pick a blind, so you can actually pick a lineup with everything, which is really nice. We also have custom infinity bottles. So free users get one infinity bottle blend, and then I mean, there's a pun in there about infinity bottles, but we basically do for the elite tier paid users, which is $5 a month, by the way. Is you can do as many of those custom infinity blends as you want, which is nice. So, and then we also have what was the other thing I was going to say too? Oh, I'll tell you guys now. We actually are going to announce tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow that we're actually introducing the rest of the spirits that we have in our database. So of those 54,000 plus bottles, that's not just whiskey.
Okay.
We've been slowly adding other things, and very soon, like very soon, we'll have not just whiskey but also liqueurs, cocktails, brandies, rums, tequilas, and vodkas.
I mean, you can
So,
leave out single malts if you want. I'm fine with that.
well,
I
listen,
know.
I know I'm trying. I'm right there with you. Give me chocolate coffee craft whiskey all night, and I'm trying to like single malt. So
I've tried for about 3 or 4 months. I'm done.
yeah.
I'm done trying that.
There was a couple that we tried.
I know,
that
but
were
that
pretty
book
good.
is now closed.
Yeah.
uh,
Is that going to be part of the free app as well, or that be part of the premium?
yeah. No, as far as the rest of the spirits, that's still free. Like I said, our plan really is, like I said, to just go through and have those other features I talked about. Those are the elite tier stuff. Now we will offer new enhanced features as well, but as far as managing your collection, that's free. That's going to be free. It is free. It has been free. It will continue to be free, and we will not be bombarding you with ads. Now, I will say, with all of these distilleries connected in now, we're trying to find ways so that maybe, let's just say that someone has 60 Russell single barrels in their collection, which I know people. Um, might be cool to be able to get some direct information from Wild Turkey for like a super fan of Wild Turkey. So we're trying to figure out the best way to do that without like becoming obnoxious, which is completely against our like what we want to do. So, but we do want to connect because we're in such a unique space of being able to connect distilleries to actual fans of their products.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's, man, I hope this hits somewhere in the country. I hope this money we spend works on this demographic somewhere, and there's a lot of stuff in there that's kind of just wasted. And the people who want it, like, I'm a big fan of Detling. I would absolutely love to know where Detlings are. That would be phenomenal for me because I love them and I never can find them here in Kentucky. So, But yeah,
Yeah.
we're working on those connections. We want to do it right, so we're not rushing into anything and just trying to sell stuff and trying to push
Yeah.
payments and all that kind of stuff. We really want to set it up right so that it's a great experience for distilleries to connect with fans of their brand, as well as whiskey and spirit enthusiasts to connect with like their favorite distilleries. So
Yeah.
So there was a question here, which, by the way, we're starting to get in the deadline ourselves.
Yeah.
The McAdories has
Yeah.
polite or has more than graciously. Well, they got
Yeah.
us a bottle of the over the weekend. They got me a
Yep.
bottle. Over
I've got another one here to drink too.
Dude, they're phenomenal.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal.
What was it, the Detling 500? Is that what the one?
The
we
Deadly
got?
500 we had,
Oh,
dude, that
listen.
was
That is the Woodford Chocolate Whisper Redux without all that heat.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like fountains of milk chocolate. It's just stunning.
So real quick, Whiskey Bill, one of our viewers, does ask, what do you know about the explosion barrel at Glens Creek?
So that's happened twice. Once a long time ago, and the last time was this last spring with the latest batch of OCD Premium. So Dave was preparing and I'm telling you what, it was so good. He had me try it beforehand, and I was like, man, this is phenomenal. It is grown up OCD. It's refined. It's stunning. I said, like, this is the OCD that instead of like punches you in the face, like it like puts its arm around you and has a discussion, but man, it was so good. And he was bottling it, and the char got built up in the filters, and the pressure built up and exceeded it, and sure enough, it exploded, and all that tasty bourbon went away. So yeah,
Wow.
so that's why you haven't seen an OCD Premium, sadly, because yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That's funny.
Yeah, it's funny, sad.
Yes, right. Yeah, no kidding. Tony, looks like you had asked that question as far as how the distillery.
Yeah.
participates.
So yeah.
I was going to say, how does a distillery get connected, or how do they participate? So if
Tony-
they participate, sorry, go ahead.
Tony is a AM Scott distillery. So
Okay.
Yeah. So he's probably
Yeah,
asking how a distillery participates in OnlyDrams.
Well, you can email me, Chris at OnlyDrams.app. I'll go through and I get those. And so I go through and I kind of clean stuff up, and I'll make sure that you get connected in. I send an invitation link. You create a user account, and then you kind of ask me lots of questions if you have them, and I answer them pretty easy. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
So-
I have a discussion. Let's see, who do I have? I have a call with Ben Holiday tomorrow to check with them. I've got one next week with Old Dominic. I had a call with Campari a few weeks ago, so that was a really good one. I've got, let's see who else I've got I think I've got a call with Lux Row soon, trying to get some of those. We have Bardstown Bourbon Company's already in, Green River's in, a lot of smaller like craft distilleries. Still working on Seth Detling. He is crazy busy, and a firefighter and a businessman and a distiller, and he's a tough one to get a hold of, but I'm trying. So
Yeah, I've been trying for a while myself.
So we have another question from Stan Sabic. He is asking, how involved is Trenton from SLB Drinks really? Does he has a full-time job? Well, this may be an answer that he answers, but
Trenton's very involved. I've actually got a couple texts from him just during this. We text just about on the daily, running ideas, checking issues. I had an issue pop up with about 3 or 4 customer service emails today, and so sent that over to him. And hey, Tony Scott, I just saw your email. And but yeah, he is very involved. He does have a 9 to 5, but he makes that work, and he does do the YouTube channel. They do about 3 videos a week, and so about 180,000 followers over there. Which I will take a minute to plug something they're doing real quick. Is they are they're doing a Riley's Children's Hospital fundraiser at the end of the month on November 1st. It's meaningful.
This is the annual thing, correct?
Yep. Yeah, this will be year 4. So year 1 they raised about $18,000. Year 2 was about 170,000, I think, or 120,000, somewhere in there. And then last year was like 270,000. I'm close on those numbers, but it's on the webpage. But they raised over $500,000 for Riley's Children's Hospital over the past 3 years. Kurt's first grandson was there for most of his life. He wasn't expected to live past birth, and he had 7 years of life, and they treated him really well. And so they said it once they had a platform. He talked to his son Kyle and was like, how can we give back? And that's what they wanted to do. And so I commend them. Just again, solid people.
Yeah, and I've actually participated in those in years past, as far as donations, super chat, the whole thing.
Yep.
I think when you find genuine people with a genuine cause, you definitely gravitate
Absolutely.
for those things.
Absolutely. So yeah, they're doing that November 1st. Actually, I'll see if I can find the link and put it in chat or send it over to you guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, they I think it's SLB Cares, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
SLBcares.org. Yeah, I was right. SLBcares.org. So
Okay.
yeah, if you go over there, you can see kind of they've already raised $63,792, which just from starting it, which is crazy. And I was close, yeah. So $18,000 the first year, $203,937 in 2023, and in 2024 they raised $340,222. So they've raised $554,344 so far, which is crazy. So, and then they've actually had JT Mellick, I think, donated a barrel for them to give away, which is great. Who else? Let's see. Rarebird 101 donated a pick to go through and at Russell or at Wild Turkey, and so Russell single barrel, they're going to go through and do that one as well.
Wow.
Do some profits on that one, which is great. And currently working with some other distilleries as well. I've reached out through my connections. Like I said, I've got a spreadsheet of about 300 different distilleries that I've contacted so far. Most all of them super great people and super friendly. Really honestly, I can't think of anyone who wasn't super friendly, but they went through and I've had a couple, like I think Watershed in Columbus donated like a tour package worth like $275 for like 15 people, which is great. Circle City in Indianapolis, they've worked with Riley's Children's Hospital before, and they're also working on some stuff with Kurt right now. So, and there's a bottle shop in Atlanta that currently also talking about some fun stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah. So
I love the fact that we're kind of hopping around everywhere, because I think there's so much to talk about in the bourbon community. I do want to go back to OnlyDrams just for a moment.
Absolutely. Listen, I work there, and
really.
Well, so here's what's funny about that.
Yeah.
So like, I kind of think of OnlyDrams as like a gateway, because it kind of is. Like, it starts the conversation, and then you just go so many different places as far as like charities and Tom Morrow and Dave at Glens Creek and Seth Detling and just whiskey festivals. And so it is a common denominator that we all share. And so, like I said, I work for an app that kind of houses that common denominator, and I love it because it starts conversations all the time.
So you hold all the database, you hold all the data in the database. Can you give us some maybe statistics that you might be able to grab out of that database that we would either be familiar with, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's right, or be surprised about, as far as either what people are holding, or what's the most common things that people are scanning, things of that nature? Is that something that you have access to as far as in that capacity?
They gave me most of the keys, but not all of them.
Okay.
So no, I unfortunately can't pull that information, and that is some of the stuff we're looking for as far as working with distilleries, because like I said, if we can find a way to get some information to people as well as make a user have a better experience too, I'm just really excited. The infinity bottle math should be correct now. It should be fine. There was a glitch in the calculations, but I think it should be okay now.
As far as do you have like a rating system that people can, rate their bourbons, and then it kind of goes into a national database that kind of determines from there like what would be the best bourbon out there that people are saying?
So we just currently we have like a 5-star system, but one of those features we're working on behind the scenes is like a rate my pour. We're kind of looking at a couple different options of the spider graph, like what kind of profile do you get when you sip Rock Castle Batch 12, which is what I have in my Glen right now. Like, what if I drink that tonight and I rate it and I give my tasting notes, and then maybe I try it another evening and it tastes, I get some different notes on it. And so we're currently working on that to release hopefully soon. But again, we don't want to rush anything just to put it out there for a feature and it not be good. And so there's no reason to kind of don't have a way to edit. Sorry. And then it goes through, but like I said, we want to do it and we want to try to do it right as best we can. So
for those that are new to bourbon, and they're like, well, what can I drink? What's everybody saying is good? That'd be
we've got some ideas on like dashboards as far as maybe like highest searches or some things like that. But I don't know. Listen, we could probably just point to all the whiskey tube channels and listen to everybody see what everybody's talking about, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I get that. And your bourbon guy goes, do you look at some of the collections and say, oh my God?
Yeah. Yeah, there's some of them I look at and I'm like, wow, that's impressive. And then some of them I look at and I go, really? That's what you choose. Okay. I guess you wanted to unless you really had to stockpile on
Malort and fresh.
Jesus. Yeah. Maybe this is a future update or something. But I'm sure you get questions asked before.
So we are currently finding the best way to look at that, because if somebody like right now, what we have is if a bottle is pickable, we can turn on the custom fields that bottle enters and a custom name. But the problem is that if it's been entered as like Russell's Bourbon and Ballz pick, then that's its actual name, as opposed to just Russell's single barrel or Russell's private pick. And so we are looking at the best way. Like I went through, and because the problem is that I could go in and clean it up, but then a user loses some of that data or information that's custom to their collection. And we don't just want to go in and start messing with people's stuff because it's their collection, Yeah. If you know that this is a Bourbon and Ballz pick or a West Virginia Barrel Group pick or whatever, you don't want to change that, because that's like, you want to fix it the right way. And so within the next probably a couple updates, we're working on a new way to enter bottles and see the queue. A lot of people email and they're like, man, my bottle's disappeared into the darkness. Where is it? Well, if the camera on your phone doesn't take a clear picture of the barcode, we can't match it. We can't put the right UPC in. If it doesn't have a barcode, yep, I see that. If it doesn't have a barcode, how do you do that? Because it's complicated, because it's like Wikipedia, right? So you can go through Wikipedia and learn some amazing things from people who are truly experts in the thing. But there's also some not so great people out there who just mess with data for giggles. And that's what they do. And so we have to try to find the best way forward so that we have as accurate of information as possible, while still allowing users to have all of their customizable things. So that actually brings me to a point of we're starting. I can't remember if it's live yet or if it's on the next one. Oh, it is actually. Sorry. we have custom fields. So you can now create custom fields to kind of make your collection more tailored to exactly what you want. So if you add a Russell single barrel, you can create a custom field that says it's a Bourbon and Ballz pick.
Okay.
That shows up in your collection. So it's not like you have to have that exact thing scanned exactly. You can scan the regular Russell single barrel and then kind of customize it to what you need. Now, we don't offer custom images for those bottles,
Okay.
but I can say that discussions have been had about that possibly.
Yeah.
So Stan asked, just like with tech, with anything, this is bound to come up if you scan enough bottles. How can I report a bottle that is showing up something else?
Okay, so if you are in the app and you hit the bottle, or if you've added to your collection, so a couple ways you can do that. If the bottle, you can contact customer support and I can go in and fix that. Usually I can jump in pretty quick as long as I have a clear picture of what the UPC is. I've done that quite a few times over the past month or so, where they're like, hey, this scans as this bottle. And so all I have to do is go to the incorrect bottle and remove that UPC from from the database, and then it should scan correctly. And usually what I do is if I get a nice clear picture, I actually scan it with my own phone. I hold it up to my screen and see what it scans as. So I'm actually full on using my app to check to make sure it's working. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh, what a load of information! I'll tell you what. I'm about to watch this and replay to understand everything you said this evening.
Yeah, there's lots of intricacies with it. So, like I said, it's with all of our spirits that were being added in as well. I think people are really going to be able to really have an accurate picture of their collection. With the verified distillery program that we started, or really kind of ramped up when I started, we're going to have a more connected system where it's accurate, where again, hopefully we can find the right way to connect distillers who make really great stuff with consumers who really enjoy that stuff, in a way that isn't terrible for anybody. And so, Ashley, we've also had discussions about import from other things. We just got to find the
things.
Yeah, well, we just have to find other apps, other spreadsheets.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I have friends that are spreadsheetaholics, and so, but it's customizable and it's controllable to how they want to do it. So I completely get it. But it's also making sure that what's imported from someone else, it fits with our system and doesn't mess anything up. So
Sure.
that's the hiccup, so to speak.
Yeah, it would be just a matter of matching fields, basically, when you do the import. Yeah.
Well, it's matching fields and it's making sure that the data in the fields are also formatted correctly.
Yeah.
And because if it uses 5 spaces versus 3 for proof, and what if it has a weird character in it? Because again, on a spreadsheet, you can do whatever you want to. Right. But yeah, so there's just a lot of like little quirks that we have to make sure that everything is really exact. Now, that bourbon guy or West Virginia bourbon guy does mention you can export out of OnlyDrams now into an Excel spreadsheet, but that is also one of the elite tier features. So if you wanted to do a backup, you could have it in an Excel spreadsheet. So yeah,
cool.
And then there's a question on the board there from Torp. He's asking about when maybe other spirits like tequila. I think you might have mentioned that earlier. You guys are already in the process, correct?
Yeah, it should. I think the announcement's tomorrow, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. We've had a team of people reviewing all the non-whiskey spirits that we have in our database, making sure it's cleaned up and formatted correctly and as best as possible. And so, that should be there soon.
This is a great quote from Elijah Craig. High school librarian equals hero. A whiskey data collector equals priceless. That's pretty good.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Corbin, man.
That well said. Well said.
Exactly.
Dorp, I think that was asked. I think it answered a minute ago. Export my reviews. That'd be the same thing as data.
You can export your collection. You can't export your reviews
Okay.
yet. I would suggest joining the Discord. We have an OnlyDrams Discord, and that's a great place to suggest such things.
Okay.
Yeah, usually when people email me with customer service and ask for, they're like, "Hey, it'd be really great if you could do this." I always tell them, like, "I agree, that's a great idea. You should join up in the Discord, and there's a great section that we can go through and like Trenton actually goes through and looks. Listen, Trenton doesn't answer Discord much on the SLB Discord, but he is in there in OnlyDrams, guys.
Okay.
So you can tag him there, and he'll probably more than likely actually respond.
Wow.
This is
within a reasonable amount of time.
Okay. This is pretty cool. You met Keith earlier, obviously.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Keith, for hooking us up with Chris. But he did have that question. It's actually more common. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Has a customer that only uses OnlyDrams to give his insurance agent. So if he loses his collection to theft or fire, he is covered. How badass is that?
Yeah, it's pretty hardcore. That's a legit thing.
Let's see.
Sorry. And now again, whoever asked, does Trenton actually do stuff? He's literally watching right now. And his
Nice.
quote that he just texted me was, "Uh-oh, now I actually have to respond to people in Discord." So yeah, he's legit, guys. He does have he's right there. He's watching, and he's yeah.
You were saying this earlier, and obviously you have much closer knowledge to this, but I think it comes through the camera, right? Especially with Trenton Kirk, as far as their originality and their genuine, just heartfelt, however they do it.
Yeah.
Comes through the camera, and people, they're not stupid. The public is not. They're pretty smart people, and they can pick up on things. So when they see BS, they see BS, and when they see genuine people, and I think cheers to them for doing as well as they have done it, and they've done it with integrity. So great for them, and I can't wait to November 1st for their charity once again, and what a great cause.
Yep.
Yeah, anyone, just to plug that again, so it's slbcares.org. If you guys go over there, you can buy a raffle ticket. I think it's like $5 a ticket, and you can go through and enter to win. It will all be announced. Silly Yorkie, just send customer support an email, or me, Chris at OnlyDrams.app, and I can send you the link. I don't remember it's a weird combination of letters and numbers, and I unfortunately don't have that one. So, although SLB Drinks is in the chat, maybe I'm just saying SLB Drinks is in the chat, guys. You could check
they're
there.
more than
They
welcome
might be able
to
to
come
send
right
it
back
over.
on. They're more than welcome to come on. Chris, you want to share that link to them? They're more than welcome to come on, and we can talk about their fundraiser. We love fundraisers.
Oh, well, here, hold on just a second.
All right.
Yeah, let me see what I can do. Let's see.
And as we continue on, guys, it is hashtag OnlyDrams for the random samples, which I think they're becoming less random, because I think we're gonna throw in some OCD, because we've talked about that enough. You think this is an OCD channel?
Yeah.
So we're gonna give that away as the the random samples.
Got some sweet cafe au lait.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw some other stuff that we did on.
Might throw in some of this cold pick. I'll tell you what. You had this cold pick?
I have not, but I had a couple people tell me that it's really good. So Whitney from Cold Pick there, he's in there. He's in OnlyDrams.
Yep.
So met him at Bourbon on the Banks this past Saturday. Was able to put a face to a name, which is great.
Yeah.
Got to do that with actually quite a few. So
what they're doing there from grain to glass is a phenomenal story. The fact that they're not cutting any corners, they're doing it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to try it. Like I said, I've heard really good things. So yeah, no, I went down to the basement in my whiskey cabinets, and I brought Rock Castle.
Oh,
you guys had this one?
I have not. I've heard of them though.
Oh, okay. So they're Barrel House in Lexington. Also friends of mine. Love them. They make some really good stuff. Their Rock Castle actually releases in 6 days. They do it twice a year. Batch 20 is what's dropping This, like I said, on the 15th, it's their weeded mash bill. It's really good.
I heard the whisper.
Oh, hey, I was about to say there's a couple SLB drinks just chatted in there. Yeah.
Well, here we go. Can I toss? Can you toss, dude? You can toss. You can shovel. I'll come pick the damn things up, dude. You can put anything in here if you want. You have all the rights. But yeah, tossing a couple of Pappy 15 samples for y'all to give away. By all means, guys, you are in for a special night. We have Chris Blankenship from OnlyDrams, and then we have a very special guest, of course. You all know these people. SLB Drinks, Kurt and Trent. They have kindly has tossed in some giveaways of Pappy 15 samples for you all to give away, and then we'll exchange some emails. That way we can get that stuff out to the awesome winners.
Yeah, that's very much.
Thank you very much, guys. We do appreciate that. That's nice.
So yeah, have you ever been to where Pepper Distillery?
Yes.
In Lexington. So they are in they're in their parking lot.
Okay.
So yeah, so they're actually the old barrel house for the Pepper Distillery. They bought it back in 2008, I think was the year, maybe 07. And they bought that and became Barrel House Distilling. And that was when it was super shady back at that part of Lexington. And so you definitely may have possibly gotten murdered. And then they came in probably about 2015, 2016, I want to say. They went through and started revitalizing the area. And so Pepper opened back up, and Barrel House was still chugging right along. They built a little restaurant right there with it, Elkhorn Tavern, which I'll plug that too. They also have a whiskey club there, the Elkhorn Tavern Whiskey Club, that you can become a part of and get early access. I may or may not have received my Rock Castle Batch 20 already because I'm a member of that. And so, sorry, this was
and the
chat.
hits keep on coming, don't they?
That's right. There you go.
All right. You know what? Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
It is widely known with our viewers that we have. I cannot freaking stand a American Single Malt ever. Truth be told, I haven't had them all, so I can't sit there and say about everything. So
Yellowstone, what you like?
So Trent, I will tell you this: if you want to send the sample of the Westward Milestone 3 for me to try, dude, I will give it a try. But I gotta be honest with you, I'm gonna give you my honest opinion, and it will show on air. And we'll see. I'm open to anything.
You like the old line spirits too?
Yeah, real quick. A few people have asked us, and can someone in chat, please? I know one of you guys in there are smart enough to do this, and I'm a little busy doing this. Can someone put the link of the SLB Cares in there, and that way I can pin it, and then people can at least see it in chat? I would appreciate that.
Yeah, I've tried to join in the chat, but my
believe me, here in about 2 seconds, someone's gonna do it. There's always that guy we can always or lady that we can.
For anyone who wants to type it in, it's slbcares.org.
And now I can pin that, and then people can check that out because I think that the community in itself. It's funny too because I'll run into other YouTubers that has nothing to do with bourbon, and they'll have like other channels of different subject matters and whatnot, and they will tell me like some horror stories as far as their community and how ratchet they can be. And I gotta be honest with you. I don't know. We don't run into these kinds of things, at least I know of, in our whiskey community, and that says quite a bit. When there's so many people in that community, everybody's so nice to each other. They're genuine, and
look at that, dude.
There we go. Look at that, Rye Guy, Elijah Craig, Sandy Jones. Yeah, you ask, and they will provide. I will pin that message. slbcares.org, guys. November the 1st. Man, that's great.
Yeah, man. And actually you got your face has subtitles.
My face does have subtitles.
He has tells too. It depends on the hat,
Sometimes I'll switch hat, Chris. Like people know in chat, like if I switch hats, I don't have a hat tonight because we're not doing any of your personal distillery stuff. But if we were, I usually have a hat right here, and people know in chat, and I'm giving the secret away. I'll switch hats if I don't like the pour. And that's me being nice. Or I'll just say, you know what, guys, it's not my jam, or I'll cough off a lung. I'm not sure.
So I don't think Trenton can hop on tonight.
That's
But-
fine. But I
But
appreciate it.
he, I think maybe we set something else up for next time. And
You know, it'd be cool, Trent, and what it'd be nice to do it before the November 1st date.
yeah,
That way we can kind of amp up the charity event. I think that'd be a cool thing to do.
Yep.
Generally we're on Thursday nights, but quite frankly, with the cause and whatnot, shit, I don't care. I'll go on 3 o'clock on a Wednesday. But anyways, you get my point. But yeah, I like to do it. You know, maybe before the charitable event. I think that would make most sense.
Yeah, we can get together and either text or email and figure out some dates.
Yeah, we'll reach out to you, Trent, and I appreciate you coming on. Man, Chris, we appreciate you coming on.
SLB.
absolutely.
That'd be great, man.
Like
Yeah.
I said, I've kind of, like I said, my whiskey journey over the past few years has been unique because I've kind of bounced around to different areas and made connections, and it's been really fun. So I can talk Barrel House and Glens Creek and SLB and Bourbon Judge and Whiskey Weather and who else? Let's see, NEBC. Who else have I done stuff with? I have a friend in Bardstown that's a member of the Bardstown Bourbon Society, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, she does some great stuff down there, and so yeah, it's a great community. And you're very right. It is very like a family almost.
Yeah.
It is, right? And you know, we may I'll sit there and say crap about Jeff all the time, but if someone outside this area, this circle says crap, it's like family, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, then I'll be like, no, we're not doing that.
And
You
I'll
know,
punch,
right?
I'll punch him like a big brother.
Yeah, exactly. Trent, all American single malt, of course, as far as you send me, you know what? Try as you may. I'm telling you, if I like them, you're going to be the first. And many people have tried.
There are quite a few I do like.
But Westward, I have not dug into.
I have not
so.
tried Doug Westward yet. But
So.
there are a few. That
So I have heard that I have a couple Westwards, and I have the Milestone. I haven't opened it yet. The Milestone 2. I have been reprimanded for not opening it many times because it's so good, apparently. But Virginia Distilling Company as well.
Okay.
Yep.
They're apparently doing some really good stuff there. Cedar Ridge, the Quintessential,
Yes.
doing some really great single malts.
Well, no, but yes. Meaning, I like Cedar Ridge.
Well,
Cedar Ridge is doing some amazingly great stuff, and American single malt. That is also
Okay,
good
there-
stuff.
all right, there you go.
Yeah.
What with this? So let me ask you this real quick. Have you, and you can say as much as you want to say or can say, because
Yeah.
maybe for whatever reason, have you tried Fresh? Have you heard of it?
No.
Can I please, for the love of God, send you a sample? However, the caveat's going to be you cannot try it until you are live with us. Therefore,
And you cannot retaliate for the sample.
dude, here's the thing. So I used to cuss a lot, believe it or not, on this channel.
Yeah, believe it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was like a sailor, and we finally fixed my problem. And here's how we did it. Every time I would cuss, either somebody in the viewer in the chat or Jeff, they would point that out, and I had to take a shot of Fresh, and that has corrected, because it's god awful, dude, and it has corrected my cussing. I don't cuss anymore on this show. You go back 6 months, and I'm a freaking sailor. Now I'm like, going to church every Sunday.
Fresh. I've never heard of it.
It's 6 months old.
Oh.
And I don't mean to pick on people. I'm sure they're nice people, but you know what it is? It is what it is. This thing.
Okay.
Never buy, by the way. And Chris, you would back me up. Never buy when there's a tag on here saying it's award winning. Like, come on, people, quit with the extra stuff.
Well, anytime I see anything that touts awards, I often question who scored it, why did they score it, in what setting, how much of an expert, or did they get Joe Schmo off the street? Because I can win some kind of award somewhere,
Sure.
How much did they pay to get the rating?
So the Micro Liquor Spirits Award. I've never heard of these people.
Oh,
2020 gold medal.
Hmm.
I'm not quite
like
sure. There's-
I wonder if it's a gold medal, like that gold coin that has the chocolate in it from when we were kids.
Yeah, the aluminum foil.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
the aluminum
is
foil
some-
gold.
Oh,
Well,
that's awful.
so listen, here's what we'll do. When Trenton comes on next time,
Okay.
you can send us both samples of it.
Oh, I can't wait.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Now,
Just
on the
saying.
flip side, on the way other side of the spectrum,
Yeah.
I have a whiskey here that is near and dear to my heart, and it's probably one of the best whiskeys I personally have ever had. It is the Larrikin Deep Purple.
So Keith
know about
may or may not have whispered a little something about that today.
Yeah.
This is a phenomenal. It is 144, and it's one of my favorite things of all time, and I hold this near and dear to my heart. So, however, I'm willing to share with you all now. If we did this, if I sent you both of them, you're definitely have to try this first.
Yeah.
You cannot do this second because otherwise you're gonna be like, dude, this is crap.
Okay, so I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to all send each other. So because Trenton just volunteered that he's gonna send you guys some Baby Hudson.
Oh,
What the hell is that?
That's one of his favorites.
Really?
Not
No.
at all. Not at all.
What's wrong with it?
I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Okay.
It is. Let's just say in the SLB Discord, the joke was that one of the secret picks was going to be a Baby Hudson pick, and
Not too many takers.
no. Yes, and in the chat, Trenton said when he said what's wrong with it, he says everything.
So is that his punishment for, let's say?
Probably yeah.
So I will put up fresh, and I don't know anything about Baby Hudson, but I can't imagine anything worse than what I have. But you know what? Let's put it up to a contest to see which one reigns true.
Okay, well, if we're gonna do this, I'm gonna need Tom Morrow to send whatever that the yak intestine stuff from Sweden or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
That cannot be a thing.
No, Tom's got it.
Yeah, Tom's got it. He's shared it. He's shared it, and we're still friends afterwards. But like, yeah, it's
Inside
a
of
real
a
thing.
yak. What the?
I don't even remember. It's like a yak intestine distilled or something like that.
So instead of chilled filtered, it's like yak and filtered.
I haven't listen. I don't even know all the details. It's from somewhere in like Norway or Sweden or something like that. But it's yeah, it's a real thing.
You know what? We'll do this all for charity. You know what? Here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. When we do it, all the super chats that evening, if we do it before November 1st, we'll then donate all that stuff to the SLB Cares.
Nice.
This is going to be a
great,
thing,
guys.
Yep.
I love it.
This is going to be a thing.
That sounds like instant hashtag never cuss again juice.
Yeah. Dude, you have no idea how much better. I am a altar boy now because of. All right. Shut up. No more jokes.
On streams, on altar boy on streams.
Yeah.
When the camera's off.
Well, yeah, whatever.
I was gonna say, hold up a second. I was watching a little bit before the camera kicked on.
Oh, was the sound on?
Yeah.
No,
I think there's probably 15 to 16 shots of fresh just right there.
Yeah, no, you're probably right, Chris. Nevertheless, man, dude, what a fun time. And again, I want to thank Keith for setting us up. Oh, Rich White, by the way, you're gonna be at the Ohio festival thing, correct?
Yeah. I'm going on I think October 25th, I think is what it is. I'm going to go up and spread the OnlyDrams gospel, I guess is what we're going to call that. And pass out some cards, and I'll be the guy in the OnlyDrams shirt with the QR code on. So
we'll see you up there again, just like we did at the banks. So yeah, we'll be up there. And, I love craft distilleries. That's our jam.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like I said, I brought 3 of my favorites just to drink tonight, and I was like, between Glens Creek and Detling and Barrel House, they're 3 of my favorites. I only I get that Detling a little. Well, here's what's funny: Bardstown tomorrow, and I'm Glens Creek to pick up a bottle for someone and to hang out again. So, you know, I love those guys down there. So yeah, it is fun to kind of David, it's above Columbus at what's that farm called?
Delaware, Henmark Farm.
Yeah,
Delaware.
Henmick Farms in Delaware, Ohio, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just I love kind of getting to know the craft distilleries and what people are doing, and like Watershed, I never can say this one right. Nincino finish.
Okay.
Oh, listen. It
Dude,
is
you're the like third person that has said that to me within the last week.
Well, they're all right.
Dude, we're a whiskey thief, and I was talking to I was talking to Brendan from Whiskey Weather, and he was telling me that you got to try it, Charlie. I'm like, dude, I said, Watershed's not my jam, but he's like, I get it, but dude, you got to try this.
I think we were having that conversation too, because it was Charlie that I was talking to. Yeah. And so I was like, dude, it is so unbelievably good. It is everything that Amberana wishes it could be.
Yes, we did have that conversation. See, my old timers is coming back.
It's all right, man. But yeah, it's ridiculously good. I'm really hoping they release a batch this fall. I think they're doing like 4 fall finishes, I want to say, this year. I think they released one, and I think the second one is maybe I don't think it's a maple, but their maple one was also really phenomenal last year. So, but yeah, it's stunning. I'm hoping they release it again, because I would pick up a bottle or 2 easily. So,
wow.
But
yeah, I haven't been much of a fan of Watershed either, but I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna have to give it a shot.
In particular, is just absolutely stunning.
Listen, if you want to, take a few minute break, get your bearings straight, you're more than welcome to come on Google Meets afterwards. I will email you the link. It is what time is it? 9:22. We'll probably go on around 9:50, a little bit before 10. We usually cut this crap of a show off, and then we'll give you the Google Meets link, and we kind of just personalize it by then, just hang out and just have a pour and talk some more bourbon, right?
Yep,
absolutely.
All right, we'll do that.
I'll go down to my bourbon stuff.
Say that again.
I said I'm going to go downstairs to the garage so I can easily access all my bourbon. So
there you go.
There you go. We'll catch you there in the garage here in about a half an hour. We're going to wrap some spinoffs here. And I appreciate once again coming on. And then obviously we're going to touch base again, hopefully before the end of the month. We'll get Trent on, and then we'll do like a nice evening of it, and we'll see if we can destroy each other's palates.
Challenge accepted. So
all right.
Yeah.
All right,
guys.
so
We'll see you in a bit.
Chris, buddy, it's been nice, and we'll see you soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
all right.
Take care.
Yeah.
Man, that's gonna be. We got to
step over the game.
Yep.
No, I don't need to step up my game.
No. But I mean,
here's my why. That fresh is going to power through. It will power through everything that they're going to throw at us.
Now, you recall Keith gave you some single barrel fresh that was not quite as bad.
But you all tried to fool me.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, real quick story, and then we'll do these spins. So we're on Bourbon the Banks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not watching. Keith comes up, hey, you got to try this. I'm like, what is it? He goes Limestone Farms.
Right.
Because obviously then I'd have a positive attitude about it.
Right. So
I tasted it. I looked at him like, this ain't good. And I was being honest with him. So he tried to fool me, and he gave me a fresh single barrel. So again, it was awful.
It wasn't awful, but it wasn't that.
I said it was not good.
That bottle up back there, I'll tell you that.
Well, also, let's be honest. Festival bottles are designed to be better than what their normal stuff is.
Yep.
So that being said. All right. Very fun. Very good. And we'll catch up with, we'll do a special episode by the end of the month. And great guys over there. And what other announcements do you have, my friend?
Well, next week, October 16th, we've got Magnolia.
Ooh, can't wait.
That's gonna be good.
Oh, we can talk about their double oak.
That's right.
Which, by the way, Stan got a sample in the mail today of the double oak.
Did he?
Oh yeah, can't wait for it. Can't wait for him to try. It was his birthday pour.
Yeah, no. I just didn't see if you might have commented.
Yeah, but he got his birthday pour.
Yeah. October 23rd, we got Devil Road and Bespoken. Devil Road, we met at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival.
Oh well, we might as well go ahead and start digging our bottle haul since you're mentioning our bottle haul right
yeah.
now.
And then October 30th, we have Blackwood Distilling.
Nice.
Followed up with that, if anybody is interested, the Big Bourbon Club is actually having a live event tasting with Blackwood Distilling on November 11th at Joe's Older Than Dirt down in Louisville.
Are we going?
I think so.
Is that on Saturday?
November 11th, I think it is. Let me see.
I don't think it's on Saturday.
It's on a Tuesday.
I can't go.
I can't go either. So, but yeah, if you are available on a Tuesday down in Louisville, Joe's Older Than Dirt, the Big Bourbon Club has Blackwood Distilling for a live tasting event. So,
Okay.
but yeah, that's we're working on a lot of things right now, especially in November. We got a Silver Belly thing. We got A.M. Scott, Peter E. Hart, who was supposed to be tonight. I guess there was an illness or something personal that he could not make tonight. He had to stay home with the kids. And I'm going to throw it out there again. We've got Bradshaw coming too. So
will you quit with that
just
damn
throwing it there.
Bradshaw? All right,
Throwing
all
it out
right, all
there.
right, all right.
But yeah.
All right. Let's go through a bottle haul real quick, and then let's do a giveaway, and let's get on the Google Meets. Keith, settle down there.
All right. Let's see. Oh, Ashley and
Torp, you asked about the barrelhead back in the back. That's our inaugural Cedarbrook McBrayer barrel pick. So everybody that was on a barrel pick, sign that bad boy. If you haven't seen the video, check out our video. It's in our library of videos from our barrel pick. It's pretty cool. Which, by the way, our barrel pick comes out at the end of the month.
that's right.
$75 for paid Patreons. And non-paid patrons, unfortunately, you have to add about $20 shipping to that.
Yeah, and we need to figure out too when we're going to start pre-sales. We got to figure out when.
I know.
Yeah,
I've
we
been
gotta figure all
busy.
that out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, how that shit goes. Did I say shit? I didn't say shit. Yeah.
You got to take the thing. So, all right, real quick. First and foremost here, not first and foremost, but first, I haven't had this. We need to start cracking these things open. Sweet Home Spirits Cast Strength Bourbon special release. I got this from Ashley. This is a 60%, 120 proof. Yeah. So can't wait to try this. Honey glazed barrel. So let me put this right here.
And speaking of bespoken, there's a barrel pick from
That was a phenomenal pour.
Bourbon on the Banks.
Yes, it was.
131.6 proof. Whew. Bottle number 21. That sounds
Very good.
That sounds good.
That's probably one of my favorites of the event.
Now,
Which, by the way, speaking of the event, I only bought, I thought, 2 bottles. But
something happened. Like rabbits.
I know, man. So anyway,
we did make a detour on Friday, was it? Yeah, Friday, I think we went. We went to, and this is thanks to Tom, Mr. Tom Morrow. You know, you bring this, you give us a sip of it, and then what do you expect us to do?
Oh yeah, we have to go get it.
We had to go to Woodford for their Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey barrel strength. This is their distiller select at 125.1. This was phenomenal.
Yeah,
that was great.
It just came out.
Yeah, it just came out. So
that's part of the super chat tonight, by the way.
Yes. Yep. Okay, we got the Single Barrel Heritage Jack Daniels. Let's see. Oh, and also thanks to Tom Morrow. Don't want to forget this, and Whiskey Thief. As when we had our little get together, we were gifted some bottles. Charlie got the rye surprise.
I know. I've always got the rye.
Yeah, I know. Which, I mean, it was great. And I looked at Charlie and I was like, oh, I wanted a rye too, but you know, let's pick a bourbon. So
yeah,
I got the bourbon. This was barrel number 3 there. So we got the bourbon and the rye. Let's see what we got here. I believe this came from the Macadores. This is Detling. This is let's see, straight bourbon whiskey. It's the spot at 280 pick at 57.25%, so about 114.5 proof. There's that.
I almost want to open that.
We've got Green River single barrel weeded. You've been looking for this one for a while.
I know that's been, I wouldn't say unicorn, that's been hard to find.
Yeah. Cold pick out of here, not to knock it off, but we'll put that right there.
Yes, Clayton. We too love Whiskey Thief. You know, that's probably the one distillery, as far as like, I don't know if you call it tour or whatever, visit, that I have been on on the trail. Now, I've done all the major ones and done probably half. I don't know how many I've done. I've done a lot, but anyways, Whiskey Thief is probably one of my favorites.
By far my favorite.
Don't forget to check your Venmo.
Yes, I know. I've already looked at that. Okay.
You know what? Go ahead.
At the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, Greg Keeley at Larrikin, they released their American Light Whiskey.
Yes, sir.
This is aged 7 years, single barrel, overproof. So it is a hazmat, 143.6 proof.
Now, I don't think our barrel pick's going to be hazmat.
No, I don't.
But it is going to be an American Light Whiskey.
That's our goal, yes. And then you picked up 2 Decadents, which we or Decadents. Where did I get Decadents?
I know, Decade
bottles.
You can't find those anymore.
I know. We got to talking when we were down there with Greg a few weeks ago about these.
Yeah.
He didn't have any left either. I don't know. Where'd you get these? Ashley and Harold again?
No, Zach.
All right,
No,
Zach.
no. Keith.
Okay.
Sorry. Keith got it for me.
All right. And then our good old buddy Bill McBrayer has released his 8-year bottle and bond.
When it released, by the way, this one liquor store, whatever cases they bought, they sold out that day.
Yeah. I have not had it yet. I know you've had it, but
we need to give this over to Trent, the judge.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I would love for them to review it.
And then Barrel King was
very nice of Barrel King, by the way. Go ahead.
As you know, Barrel King is a subscription service. You pay so much a month and they give you a bottle. Or you have to buy the bottle, right? Is that how it works? Do you pay
$120 a month.
And then you get the bottle?
You get a bottle, but you have to pay shipping.
Okay. Well, Charlie had canceled his membership. And
because I had like freaking
how many bottles?
I had not bottles. But anywho, very nice customer service.
Yep. They sent a Barrel King comeback blend, trying to entice Charlie to come back to Barrel King. It looks like you've cracked it. Is it well enough to bring you back?
What's that?
To the Barrel King.
Have
you cracked it?
I have not cracked it.
Oh, it looks like you cracked it. Sorry.
No, yes. Brandon, you're right. That Whiskey Thief 8-year single barrel I wish I would have bought it. But I got so many whiskey. I'm not so many. I got a lot of Whiskey Thief bottles.
The bourbon that I got, like I said, it was barrel number 3 of the selection that we had. It's 110.5 proof.
See, and then Sandy says Bill McBrayer was so wonderful at the festival. Enjoyed he and his wife so much. Oh yeah, great people. They invited us at what was that bar?
House of Commons.
Yeah, if you're in Lexington, go to House of Commons. Very good people there too. As well. So anyhow, all right. So yeah, no room for more bottles. I swear to God, I didn't know I got all these bottles. I thought I told Jeff's like, how many bottles you get? I'm like, I got 2.
I felt like, I felt so inferior because
all you got was that free one.
I was actually good.
I didn't realize I got all those bottles.
But when we were loading up to leave on Saturday and Charlie's putting stuff in the car, I'm like, where the hell did you get all these bottles?
Like, I don't know. Friends and family. All right. Jeff, why don't you keep the people busy? We are going to give away some stuff. Let's do the hashtag game real quick of OnlyDrams. And you guys will get, we say random samples, but we're going to put some, since we talked about Glenn's Creek quite a bit, we'll put some Glenn's Creek in there.
Don't forget, we got 2 Pappies too from SLB Drinks. It's going to be
that's right,
included in that as well.
Yeah.
So that's in the premium pours thing. So
no, it's not.
Oh no,
it's in the hashtag.
Oh, it's in the hashtag. All right, my bad. So yeah, get your entry in that hashtag, and you get the chance for those Pappy 23s. Is that what he said it was? Pappy
15.
15s.
Ease up there, child. Pappy. Now he just rats it up from 15 to 23 just out of just for shits and giggles.
I know. I actually have a,
Yeah, once you say other crap too, once you just throw things out there and just make it true. So, all right, here we go. You have to be here too. You know the rules, guys, because this is a free entry, not the super chat. So, that being said, here we roll.
Hashtag.
Who's going to win the Glens Creek and the Pappies donated by SLB? Tyler freaking Patterson. Are you here?
Tyler, I thought
You
I
have
saw him.
no idea what you just won.
Tyler Patterson. I thought I just saw him.
He better be here.
Pappy
Tyler
15
Patterson.
much better than the Oak.
He's
Only-
here.
Hey,
I'll be darned. Damn, whatever. Which, by the way, damn is not part of my fresh thing.
no, but
No.
you almost slipped with the
Oh.
F-bomb, but
No,
you
I
held back.
I have not said the F-bomb. I bet you 3 months.
Well, according to Chris, it was about 6 or 7 times for a show. So.
Well, it's as in Chris's own words, this had not been verified.
Okay.
So, all right, very good. So, all right, we got that done. I am going to get the Chris. You're the only one. This is private chat. I just saw what you said. You're the only one that said that, and let's just keep it between you and I. No. No one else has said it, and we are just gonna keep on keeping on. And he's chuckling back there, and it ain't happening, my friend, because you're a good friend right now because you're not even gonna mention it in regular chat. You're gonna say in private chat, and I appreciate you because no one else has said it, so we're gonna keep it that way.
I caught that one, but there was a.
You know what? I kept on going, and I played that smooth.
You did.
I didn't even
'cause
pause.
I was like, but then
I
there
know.
was an F-bomb in there.
No,
too.
I didn't even pause.
no.
All right, I'm gonna get these super chats set up. Get the duck races set up. In the meantime, Jeff, why don't you bore them to death with your announcement?
Yeah. Okay. So just real quick, going back to Silver Belly Whiskey, they got 3 new releases. I'm talking to Robbie and Maddie. They're going to be coming back on the show sometime soon. Sometime this month. We're going to have to work it in here. But they've got 3 new releases that they want to talk about. Also, June 26th of next year, 2026. I think it's the 26th. I'll have to double check the date. Bear with me just a second here, and I'll confirm that. Let's see. It is June 27th. Glad I checked. June 27th. It is going to be Alan Jackson's last concert. They've got quite the lineup too. It's going to be Luke Bryan, Eric Church, Luke Combs, Riley Green, Cody Johnson, Miranda Lambert, John Party, Carrie Underwood, Keith Urban, Leanne Womack, and more. It's going to be in Nashville, Tennessee at the Nissan Stadium. Pre-sale tickets go on sale October 13th at Alan Jackson lastcall.com if you're interested in getting tickets. I am not sure how much those tickets are, but if you are an Alan Jackson fan or a country music fan at all, that would be one hell of a concert. June 27th, 2026 in Nashville. And we'll be talking with Silver Belly about that coming up later this month. Let's see. Also, going back to Terry Bradshaw, they are going to be releasing their cookbook this week. I think it's this week. That's going to is preceding their television show that they're having come out. It's a family cookbook, and we'll be talking with them about that and their bourbon. That'll be sometime in November. We'll get a date on that and get that to you. Let's see. Also, I just want to shout out to the Big Bourbon Club for allowing us to
Big shout out.
Rein in on their tent that they had set up for the Big Bourbon Club. We were there. Sandy was she made a great sign for us. We had that up.
Well, if you don't know about Big Bourbon Club, real quick, we'll tell them what they are.
Yeah, Big Bourbon Club. It's that's what it is. It's just a big bourbon club. Steve Higdon started it about 5 years ago, and it has just exploded. It's an international club. There are tiers. There's a free tier. I think there's a top shelf tier, and then there's a unicorn tier. There's different tiers that you can get into. They have a great app that, I mean, is very active. It's one of the most active apps I've seen as far as for bourbon clubs. Plus, there's over 50 Facebook group pages for every state that's out there. And they have events all the time. We have a once a month event. That's usually some type of a tasting. They have an every other Tuesday event. Now, this, I cannot remember the name that they used to call this, but now it is called, was it, Charlie, you got to help me out on this one.
I'm not even listening to you.
Sorry.
What'd you say?
The event that they, Liquid to Lips Live. It's every Wednesday at 7:30. If you, it's a Zoom meeting, so you have the opportunity. If you go to the Big Bourbon Club, I think it's on the website, Facebook page, and I think if you get into the app, it's the Mighty app for the Big Bourbon Club. You can register for that event. That's looks like every other Wednesday. So they got a lot of events going on, a lot of live tastings and barrel picks and whatnot. It's a great organization. If you're interested, look it up on the Big Bourbon Club .com. I think it is. It's on TikTok and Facebook. They're everywhere. But yeah, I want to say thanks to those guys, especially Ben, for putting up with us.
I gave him a run for his money.
We were we live streamed 3 interviews with Greg from Larrikin. We had Benson Hill, who is the main event sponsor, and then we had Bill McBrayer. It was a tasting and kind of discussion. Went very well. We finally figured out our audio, I think, because we had great audio and video was really good. They simulcast it also on their app, so that was live there too. But yeah, overall, Bourbon on the Banks was a great event. If you've ever been, you know what I'm talking about as far as comparing it to the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, because it doesn't compare in my mind. It is much better. It's more intimate. You know, you got 2,000 people there, basically, and all the distilleries, and you can go up, you can talk to them. They'll give you a pour. You can sit and chat. You know, it's very nice. You know, and the Kentucky Bourbon Fest is a nice event too, but it's more of a bottle flipper event, you know. So, but it's kind of like the Wacho Proper event. It was similar to the Bourbon on the Banks, and this Ohio Craft Whiskey Festival up in Delaware at Hemlock Farm is very similar too. They don't have the entertainment, I don't believe. I know they have bands, but I don't know how many. But they got food trucks. It's one of those intimate events too. It's all Ohio distilleries.
Venmo, what we got?
Venmo. Let's see. Hopefully I didn't bore everybody.
You did. Don't worry.
I'm glad. Let's see. Venmo.
Why don't you just look at your Venmo? Why at your email?
Because it comes with my email. Let's see.
It's easier to look through your Venmo.
West Virginia Bourbon Guy, 2.
Okay.
Charles Rye Guy, 2. Stan Sabic, 2. Tracy, 2. And one more for Stan.
Hold on. Tracy, 2.
Yep. And one more for Stan. And that is all I have received.
All right. This is a rather bigger list than usual, and we thank everyone.
Don't forget, with this premium pour, you also get the chance for the lockbox.
Oh, we're doing something different on this lockbox. You guys were Well, doing very well in this lockbox. And of course, I'm helping you, especially when I get especially when I get tipsy and I start giving you guys clues. So, anyways, that being said, hold on. With this lockbox, we're giving away something different this time. And we'll go back to our regular scheduled program. But you're getting a Bourbon and Ballz t-shirt. I mean, what more could you want? Well, I know what more could you want. Another Bourbon and Ballz t-shirt. But that being said, let me go. Oh my God.
What'd you do?
What happened? Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay. There you go.
Here we go.
So yeah, if you're not familiar with how this works, if you are the winner, you give us a 3-digit code. I will enter it into the lock on the lock box right here. And if you are lucky enough and it opens, you win the contents.
Oh, you know what? You got to tilt it in a way. There we go.
Okay.
He's correct. Let's throw in. We haven't thrown it in yet.
Who's correct?
Elijah Craig. He got it in today. We have new glasses out, folks. We didn't really announce it, I guess, until now. A few of you guys have gotten it now. Our glasses over there. You want to grab it? So we got for the first time in the other room. For the first time, we got Bourbon and Ballz glasses. I hope. Yes, the Whiskey Grail Bourbon and Ballz. I'm sorry, Big Bourbon Club is in there. You are correct. We got our new glasses in last week, and we haven't announced it yet. But I guess now's a good time than any. We also might as well announce some other goodies that we got in. But Jeff, show people the type of glasses we are going to use for our channel, and they are these Kentucky Trail glasses. If you notice, they are made for high proof because they have big mouths, kind of like Jeff. Yeah, Junior. There you go. So Bourbon and Ballz logo on it has a big mouth on it. We will put that into the lockbox. Oh, well, crap. Might as well do this too. And we also have, do you guys know how we make fun of Jeff, or at least I do, of his notes and how he takes notes all the time? So now we have here Jeff's notebook and a pen to go with it. So Jeff, do you want to show our new merch? Why is it not focusing?
I don't know. Might be a setting.
All right. Anyways, it's called Jeff's Notes. It's Bourbon and Ballz. It's notebook. Yes. So it's college line, which Jeff hates.
Yeah.
But anyways,
my dotted journal.
We'll throw that in there too, along with the other goodie as far as a pen. So merches.
How you doing?
Yes, thank you, Mike. Those are, I think they are one of the best glasses out there, especially for high proof. All right.
We're doing it again. Here we go.
Let's share the screen. Let's give this stuff away.
There's also, but you forgot to mention, there's also a, unless you did, I was in there.
Shirt.
The shirt and the
smoker.
The smoker and the Big Bourbon Club.
Yes, I did mention that.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
All right. Here's the super chats for the night. Each $5 gets you an entry. From the top, it goes from our Patreon, who are plus members. But nevertheless, let me know in chat if you do not see your name listed. However, they're not in order. They're in the order that I received them. So if you've done multiple chats during different parts of the stream, you're going to see it in different parts of the list. But nevertheless, here we go. Gandy, Tracy, Rick, C.A. Scotty, Keith, Cast529, Stan, Patrick, Gary. Those are our plus membership. Tanko, you are put in there now because he actually gave us $10 in super chat on Saturday.
That's right. He did.
So
yep.
There's where that fits.
Okay.
And then for tonight's super chat, Sandy Jones twice, Dave V twice, Husky Dog, Paul Bro twice, Mr. Moreland twice, Mr. Glandon twice there for now. Women to Piper, Keith Glandon again, Mr. Percival, Crappy Cat, Old Fashioned Ways twice, Ashley McAdory, David Tanko again, Harold McAdory, Elijah Craig, Robert Percival,
Tammy Adams, you skipped Tammy.
Tammy Adams, sorry. Robert Percival, Mike West Virginia guy twice, Charles Rye guy twice, Stan again twice, Tracy twice, Stan again, and I believe we have everybody.
And I have no more Venmos, so Venmo is cut off. Anything after right now will come on next week.
Correct. So Torp, you're asking as far as buy glass. I don't know how many glasses we're going to have left after our Patreons. We're going to get a hold of them first, and they will get them free. That's another announcement we'll make tonight. Everybody on our paid Patreon, $5 up, whatever. Anybody's paid Patreon, period.
Pay Patreon.
They will get a glass. Give us, I'm just being honest, you're going to have to give us the month of October to get these out to you. Because what I'm trying to do is, if you win during the month of October, I'm trying to just ship it with that. And then we'll just mail out the rest of the shipments by the end of the month.
Mhm.
Anybody $10 or up, not only will you get the glass, you will now get the Jeff's note book plus pen. And then, of course, if you're at the top tier, which is our Hall of Fame, you also get a T-shirt.
Right.
So I think I covered it all.
I think so. T-shirts once every 3 months.
Good luck, everybody. Let's get this thing over with, for the love of Pete. We have 43 names.
All right. Good luck, everybody.
How you say 1 minute?
1 minute.
Okay. Turn this damn
Shuffle.
music off.
Shuffle.
And as usual, we do a food erase, and we're going to shuffle 9 times. That's our favorite number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What?
You turn the music back on.
Why?
You did. You turned it on.
Oh.
There you go.
There we go. 43 people. Good luck. Oh, and also don't forget, if you are a paid Patreon member, not only, well, your winner get a crack at the box, but if you're a paid Patreon, you can also take out one of the pours and substitute with one of our, you know, it's funny, we forgot to mention this to Chris. We put our paid Patreon choices of pours that they can have as a Patreon member
and our
OnlyDrams app.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell them about that. We use our OnlyDrams app for Patreons, and they go through our Patreon or our OnlyDrams app, and they can pick whatever they want out of it. So, anyways, that being said,
I got my own personal OnlyDrams account.
Rick Moreland, you are on there, buddy. I think you're on there twice, as a matter of fact.
Yep, you were. Yeah, and you're right, sweet Lisa. Thanks for reminding us. We forget all the time. Sandy, good job.
Sorry, that was anticlimactic.
Yes.
Sorry, we were.
Congrats, Sandy.
We were concentrating on ourselves.
Yeah, but smash that like button if you don't mind. Appreciate it. Helps the as you everybody knows, the algorithms helps us out. So, Sandy, are you still here?
Well, she doesn't need to be.
Well, I know, but for the lockbox.
Yes, for the lockbox. Yes.
There she is.
So, would you like to explain to Sandy how the lockbox works?
All right, Sandy, this is how this works. You have to give us a 3-digit code, and we will tell you whether you are high or low. But, well, we'll put it into the lockbox. Go back to full screen there if you don't mind. I will enter the code. There we go. Right here. This is a lock. It's a 3-digit lock. I will enter that code, twist the dial. It opens. You win. If not, we'll tell you whether it's high or low, and we'll go on to next week. She has entered 521.
Okay. And then, without giving away the farm like I did last week, I will tell you if you got any of those numbers correct, and if any of those numbers are correct in a slot. Correct? Am I right?
Right.
But I won't say anything else besides that. Correct?
Right.
Like if she gets a number in the correct slot, I'm not going to say what that number is if it's not in the correct space. Correct?
Right.
Okay. All right. So 891.
521.
Or 521.
Scare me.
Or 824. I don't have my glasses on.
Sandy Jones says 521. 5, 2, 1. I will show that to the screen.
If it focuses. Hey, it does.
521, top to bottom.
Okay, and it's not. So for guys who want to play next week, the number is going to be higher than 521. And actually, Sandy did get a correct number in the correct spot.
Well, we're not going to tell her what number and what spot.
Correct. That was my mistake last week. That's why people guessed it so freaking close. They guessed it like in one night.
So the number was 521. One number was correct, but we don't know what spot. And it was
Correct. Kind of like I wish I was right now.
so the number's high.
Correct.
No, Stan, she did not win. No mistakes last week, huh? Yeah,
Last week we were told what?
Yeah, 08, I think it was.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
And then-
I had a little too much to drink last
And then
week.
there was only like 3 numbers. There was 6, 8, and 7. And one was high, one was low, and the last number in the middle was 7. So
All right.
here we
Well,
go.
I thought I was high too. Yeah, so all right, guys. Hey, great show. Thanks, Chris, again for coming on.
Yeah.
Wonderful show. If you guys want to catch us, oh crap, Google's me.
Yeah.
Chris, I sent you. We're gonna switch platforms, and I sent you an email with the Google. Oh crap, where's it at? I think I did. I did. The Google Meets link. Yes. And I will pin this in our Discord and pin this in our chat. And then we are out of here.
So real quick, how many people have actually stayed on until our roll of Patreons ends?
What are you talking about?
And seen the little clip at the very end of the video.
Oh, you like that last clip.
Well, you do too.
Yeah, I know. I laugh about it all the time. There's a funny little thing at the very end of our outro that I think is pretty funny. But I'll put this in our Discord.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, where's our?
I put it in there.
But our stream, you get stream off. You got.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I already
There.
there. And then I will put it in our.
Hide behind the box.
Yes, we like you better that way. All right, where is our Google Meets? Okay, there. All right, I posted in Discord too, people. We are on now. Jeff, you got anything else to say?
I do not.
right,
Magnolia
wonderful.
next week.
All right, guys. Until next time, I'm Charlie,
I'm Jeff.
and that was Chris. And I hope you guys enjoyed whiskey. Nope, OnlyDrams.
Where
the
you were going.
You know what? If I said whiskey, there's a good chance that I would have been right, but I wasn't this time. So I hope you
I'm like,
enjoyed.
when did we change our name?
I don't know, man. All right, let me find this outro for the love of Pete. All right, see you, boys and girls.
See ya.
All right.
There's shit everywhere.